Hello all, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining this video. This is the fourth series of SEO videos. In the first three videos, I have covered SEO tutorial introduction, research analysis, SEO guidelines, and in this video, I am going to cover about on-page optimization. And to start with, I just want to update you all that I started a internship at Mysis IT Services OPT Private Limited. And if anybody wanted to do internship in digital marketing, SEO, SEM, and you will get an opportunity to work on the projects such as adrev.com, softrev.com, couponsnagar.com, couponsnagar.in, and netchess.biz and netrummy.biz. Internships on the digital marketing. If you are interested, you can connect me at uh, LinkedIn at VMR, or you can WhatsApp me at this number 807-430-5128, or you can send mail to submit@mysys.com. And yeah, that is all. I think I'm going back to the on-page optimization. So on-page optimization, it has meta tags, it has SEO optimized domain name. We have to work on headings, we have to work on canonical tag, and images and alt text, internal link building, site map, hidden text, web hosting, robots meta tag, 301 redirects, and 401 errors. So all these actually needs to be taken care to do the you know on-page optimization. Okay, so on-page optimization means, for example, let us take my site adrev.com. Okay, so adrev.com needs to have whatever I have mentioned about. Okay, so for example, all measures taken issues within the website to improve the ranking of site in the search engine results pages. Okay, so these measures are related to the content and HTML source code of the page, like meta tags, keyword placements, keyword density, including the technical setup, the content, the user friendliness of your site. So on-page optimization factors are linked with the elements of your website. Okay, so let us actually talk about what are the factors which are causing the on-page optimization of meta tag, right? So first is a keyword in the title tag. Okay, so for example, in this, what I have actually created as classifieds since 2010, and free classifieds, free yellow pages, local classifieds, local yellow pages, and free classified business history. So like that, I have actually created few things, but uh, so but it depends on the it should be actually a proper title tag. For example, somebody types a title tag, then what I do is I will actually make this title of that particular heading for that ad. I made it as uh, a title tag, right? That means the people who are actually submitting this uh, the ad, they need to keep the title in a proper way so that it will be listing in the top of the keyword search. Okay, so one can incorporate relevant keywords in the title tag that represents the so where do you need to keep it? So you have to keep in the the title keyword, right? Where you see in the title tag. Okay, the meta description title tag. Okay, with the title and the slash title. So in this place, okay, your actually your title needs to be kept with the proper keywords, so that search engine will detect it in a proper way. Keyword in the meta description tag. Okay, so as I mentioned, right, uh, there will be a meta description tag in the HTML header. Okay, so here Here this is the meta description, right? Meta description. So you need to have a proper, you know, description here. If you see, okay, it is in it has all the keywords what you wanted to keep it. A lot of keywords are there which may be confusing. So this site requires optimization. Okay, definitely. Similarly, key one in the H1 tag. It is also the relevance factor that introduces your page or acts as the description of your page. So you may have to include your main keywords in H1 tag to improve the ranking. Okay, for example, this one. Okay, this may not be the H1 tag, but let us actually check what is this tag. Okay, what is this tag, and let us see what is this tag. In which tag it is actually present, right? So where is that? Let us copy paste this one, and so here it is. This is in the title tag. That is what we have kept, and it is also there in the keywords and description tag, and it is there in the H1. You see, this is the H1. So this is automatically, this is since this is a dynamic data, it is automatically kept in the respective, tags. But you need to see that, it is in a proper place. Okay. So the length of the page. Today the users don't get satisfied with the basic, information. Instead, they want to be educated by reading all the possible information about the topic. The search engine therefore performs lengthy pages to rank first as the longest, longer pages can cover more aspects of the your topic. So that means you need to have a proper content, to ensure that your site covers a relevant topic. Okay, a relevant content is present in your page. Okay, so the length of the page. So today the users don't get satisfied with of course we discussed this canonical tag. So you should use this canonical tag when you have two URLs with the similar content. This tag prevents this issue of duplicate content, that content, as it tells the Google that one URL is equivalent to another, so that two pages with the same content are not different pages and they belong to the original page. So I think you can use this canonical tag if you actually have a duplicate tag. So definitely this is an important tag. I need to add it in the address.com to make it right. It is not a duplicate content. So that is one of the tag I need to add it. So content updates. Search engines prefer freshly updated content. So keep adding more information to the site and update old pages if required. So your site needs to be up to date. Okay, so that means based on the crawling time, right, when it fetches, and if it finds that you are actually getting an updated text, then it will say that it is new content, and then it will update, otherwise it will ignore the content. And outboard links, you can use outboard links to send users to another website if you want to provide more information. So it can be trusted factor for Google. However, using too many outbound links may affect the ranking. So use them in moderation. Internal links. So for example, this address.com, if you see, right, there are many sites, and so you have to be careful and ensure that there are no conflicts, and you have to use a canonical tag so that duplicates are not identified. Okay, and the content of the page should be good quality, relevant and latest, and it should supply the largest demand, which means that it should be related to highly searched topic and keywords. And linkable content, this type of content is called crafted with the objective of attracting links generally from other websites in your niche. Content formatting, the content should be readable and organized, which you can achieve throughout different ways, such as highlight the important parts of the page using bold, underline, italics options, use the suitable font size, at least 14 points, split the content into small paragraphs with a split of 4 to 5 lines, and maintain the required spacing between the paragraphs to make the post easy to read, and use css to create sections that break the content info, info manageable parts and make it appealing. Images and multimedia elements. These images make your content more appealing and presentable. So add images to your content if possible. However, do not add images unnecessarily or too many, as it may leave a bad impression. The images should not be very large, as it may increase the loading time of your page, which is not good for SEO. So URL optimization is another one, which adrev.com definitely requires. For example, if I click here, it is actually representing the ID, but it is not actually giving the title of that particular URL. So definitely it requires a optimization. URL structure optimization. So you need to have a proper structure of a website, and then it should be navigatable, and then it should go in the right way. Okay, article, how to an article. So you need to actually your navigation should optimize in such a way that it is a least reachable. Okay, I mean it is a reachable in the less number of clicks. So internal links. Linking the website is very important for SEO. It allows you to create your own, page or network. A search engine spider follows the links from on a page, both internal and external links. If a page lacks links, the spider will read your page and go. It will also help keep uh, users on the your site for a longer time. So external links, you need to keep the external links, to point to the other high quality links, so that your, you if you are a trusted, provider, and pointing to other sites, right, will become a trust factor for that particular site. So similarly, if you have a link back, right, from a trusted site, so you are actually getting a proper backlink from the trusted partner or trusted provider. Okay, page loading speed is also another factor, and then search engine always keeps putting efforts to make the web faster. Right, it prefers to include the faster websites in its index, which is good for a site in terms of SEO. So it helps with the customer retention and the conversions. And mobile friendliness, that is the responsiveness. With the increase in mobile internet users, around 60% searches in Google are generated through the mobile devices. So a website which is not mobile friendly may be losing half of the potential traffic. Okay, so it is better, it is a responsive. So now let us dig into each and every one what we discussed, right? And then see what we are talking about, right? And each point we will discuss for the page title, and each point of on page optimization, we will discuss about that. So page title tag, as we discussed, right, in the adrev.com, the title is coming. Similarly, Java point tutorial, here this is the title, and for example here also is a page title, Java point tutorial, right? So you will get that as a page title here, which is actually, if you keep that as a part of the title here, that will be representing at the search engine title. Okay, and then it should be, it is there in the head section, which you can actually mark it title with the proper title tag, and it should be relevant, and length should always be within the maximum 50 to 60 characters. Okay, and if you have more keywords, then you should add dot dot dot, so that it thinks that it has more points, and don't overdo SEO keywords, so it will become a bad for your site, and it will actually become a negative for the search engine algorithm, and it will think that this website is trying to malpractice, and it will blacklist your website or not index. Similarly, add modifiers. So you can add modifiers to the title like 2019 best and review to rank higher for a long tail questions. Okay, for example, I just added here in this page 0, right, like that. You will get best search ranking based on the ad modifiers also sometimes, and place your title also in the header tag, so that whenever some of your data is extracted by the search engine, the H1 tag, H1 tag will take that as the base to start indexing your website. Okay, and unique title for each paper or each page. Okay, so you need to have each page unit title. Don't make it a common. Okay, so that will actually confuse the search engine. Keyword separation. Use vertical lines or pipes to separate targeted keywords and phrases, or avoid use that is avoid the use of commas, underscores, or dashes. So I used commas, so it has to be changed to the vertical lines, so that is better. Don't repeat title tag. Write different titles of different pages. Don't place the same title on multiple pages. Simple. Your targeted keywords of pages should be simple and short, or avoid word such as if and then but etc. Remove. I mean, don't use the confusing words. Website or company name. Don't use website or company in the title tag unless it is very popular or part of your important keywords. Why are they title tags important? It is the title tag that helps search engines understand what your page is about, and it is the first impression users have of your page. Title tags can be used in three important places: search engine results pages, web browsers, and social networks. Okay, so this is the place where you keep the title. So remember this, and then make it best use of the title. So what is meta description? Right, what we have seen here, you know. So this is the meta description. Okay, so and whatever we actually represent there, it is actually will be displayed after the URL, so you can actually understand what is that. If your description is not in a proper state, then it will actually take from the content, and then it will display. It is also one of the important criteria for search marketing, and relevant and compelling description draws users for search engines result pages. Okay, so that is a very important. Keywords, okay, ensure that you get a better keywords, can generate high level of attention. Readability, okay, it should be simple and relevant. It should read like a human written sentences. Keyword stuffing should be avoided. Most importantly, it should be comprehensive description of your page. Compelling should it should be compelling as possible. It should clearly describe the content of the page. Length should not be more than 300 characters. It should be between 135 to 300 characters, so don't repeat, okay, the same description. Call to action, you can incorporate a call to action in your meta description, such as buy, read, compare, download. It helps to increase your click-through rate. And also separate meta description for each page. Ensure that we have a separate meta description for each page. Use the rich snippets. You can use the schema markup to add elements to the snippets to increase their appeal, such as customer reviews, star ratings, and product information, etc. So as I mentioned, right, in the meta description and then content. Okay, content should be minimum of 30 to 135 to 300 characters. So meta keywords, what we discussed, this is the meta keywords tag, and whatever you added here, it should be within this content, and whatever it is showing here. But it is recommended, to nowadays, keywords has become irrelevant, and people are not using that as a base to identify the keywords, because the keywords tag has become a keyword stuffing, and then people are stuffing it. And but you can use the keywords to add it into your title or description, or in your uh, content. Use chatbot to generate the relevant keywords, and add it in your keywords. So another concept, what we need to understand is, search engines. See, search engine is a, it cannot see, right? It is a blind. It only goes by the crawling, and then parsing your HTML document, which actually after crawling that it particular, parses each and every tag which is important. For example, title is important tag, and description is important tag. Similarly, headers and blocks, and then so like that. So header is one of the important tag, and you can keep it header, and then add the relevant title or relevant keywords into that particular h1 tag. Okay, when it crawls it, it will take it up into their indexing if it is relevant, and ensure that there is no and there are set of rules. H1 tag in every page, and it should be unique, and should not have duplicates. Relevant descriptive keywords should be there, and maintain the order of the heading tags h1 h2 h3 like that. Keyword density, don't stuff too much of keywords into that one, and then use subheadings if required, like h2 and h3 and h4, if a lot of content is coming into the h1. Okay, so that is on the heading. So let us system is little bit slow. The next one is optimized domains. Okay, so what is the SEO optimized domain name? Okay, so domain name should also have, should follow specific rules, so that people will remember it, and then it will not confuse, and it will be proper name and a short name, and so like that there are set of rules which are formed, and easy to keep it. Branding domain name, branding domains are based on your brand, or they are derived from your domain name. In the following conditions, you can choose your brand name as your domain name. For example, you have well established and recognized brand name. For example, Infosys. Then Infosys.com is the better domain name. For example, Amazon.com, like that. You already have started a brand promotion and awareness. So you have a unique brand, and then you want your website rank higher. Okay. Keyword domains. On the other hand, if you don't have a proper brand name, then you can create a domain name using your main keywords, and correctly represent your product, services, or business. So important, points are choose .com as an extension, because that is the most commonly used and frequently used. That is the top uh, level domain. And then of course there are other subheadings, subdomains are there. For example, not subdomains, so TLDs, .com, .org, .net, .co. There are such many such TLDs are there. Choose the suitable words. For example, Amazon.com, Microsoft.com, like that. Okay, it should be easy, and length should be small. It is better, not more than 9 characters. Be relevant, easy to spell, remember, and pronounce. Be unique. It should be unique, and then there should not be any confusion to the other brands. Authoritative. It suggests that by SEO experts not to incorporate words like best to top in domain names. Don't use hyphens if possible. In the, for example, add hyphen revo.com. Okay, it is not recommended. Easy to rank. Okay, people should think that it is actually easy to rank, and avoid numbers in a domain name. Sometimes it is okay, but numbers should be avoided. Okay. So let us understand what is canonical tag. Okay. So canonical tag is also known as a canonical URL or URL canonicalization. It is incorporated in HTML code of the web page to show that the original content of content. So it is HTML element used to prevent duplicate content issues. It specifies the canonical URL, the preferred version of a web page, and it tells search engines that the other similar URLs are not different or duplicates. Okay, so let us see what is. Okay, a web page is accessible without www prefix, and a web page is accessible via HTTP protocols. A page has multiple versions of different URLs, so print version. So it is better to keep the canonical. So link reference canonical. For example, link relents and canonical. Okay, so you can use that canonical so that particular URL is a duplicate. So it is Google doesn't know which version of the page it is indexing out of multiple pages. So which page to rank the queries. So you have to inform the web engines so that the what is the main page and what is the child page or duplicate page. So you can use canonical so that it will actually give it will ignore the other URLs. The main page, okay, and rest of them are normal. How to apply canonical? So if you use canonical and ww, so that actually marks it as a canonical. So what are the meta tags we discussed in our earlier? One is title is the one of the title tag, and then meta description is another one, and keywords is the another one. This is what we discussed, right? Keywords is one of the meta tag. Description is another one, and then another one is in the title. Okay, so these are the you know meta tags. So miscellaneous meta tags, we can see author is there, which will tell that who is the author of that particular page, and the content language you can mention also, and audience meta tag also you can mention all or not, and then revisit all after meta tag revisit after. So you can actually tells that name and version of that. The revisit tag you should tell web reports how frequently a page should be indexed. Okay, you should not index repeatedly, right, every day. So you come back after 14 days, and then your meta tag revisit will become available for change of the content, and revisit after 14 days. And then distribution meta tag. This meta tag is used when you are seeking an international audience, want to reach the local audience. Okay, the above tag instructs the search engine to make the page available across the world to all users searching information using keywords. Okay, so publisher meta tag, it will give who is the publisher. Similarly, copyright meta tag. Okay, what is the copyright? Then meta tag expires meta tag, which will actually say that when this will expire, and describe a designer meta tag, and abstract meta tag, and content script to script type. Okay, this tag is used to provide information that the scripting language of this document, right? Pragma, no cache, so don't cache any of this content. And visit port meta tag, the tag is to set that viewport width and initial scale, okay, on the mobile device, so that the rendering of an unresponsive despite on mobile devices could be improved. Okay, so that is the important part. So open graph meta tags. So open graph meta tags are snippets of text that are used to communicate a page content with the social media or Facebook or Twitter. It allows integration of your website with Facebook, and it tells the what content shows up when you share a page on Facebook. So open graph meta tags, if you add it right, it will show that relevant For example, meta property OG type is article, or property OG URL equal to example.com. Then it will represent that particular content to that. Okay. Then images and all text. So images, when you are saying that SRC, alt text, you need to keep it. In case you are in low bandwidth, or that particular image is not loaded, then your alt image text mentioned will display. Okay. There, for example, let us take one example. Usually in the this particular URL, right? There is no image. If any image is there, and if you don't keep all text, that particular text which you formed will actually display. Okay, so that is the advantage. And just take the description should be proper, and it should be short. Use keywords, avoid keyword stuffing, and don't use images as a text. Don't use words like magic of picture of like that. And then use long description instead of a short description, and then don't neglect from buttons. So we have covered SEO images. We still have SEO internal link, sitemap, hidden text. We will cover those in our next video. Thank you all for joining, and this is a part of my SEO series. And finally, I just want to conclude by saying that I started my internship with started internship at MySys Site Services OPT Private Limited, and you can become one of the team members. Initially, I am starting 1 month free internship, followed by 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 1 year. And the various roles are available, which you can work on any of the various several projects, which are some of them are in production state, some of them are in development state, some of them are in initial stage of the project development. So you can join any of these things and get a training of your expertise area, and then start your career. So thank you. If you like this video, thank you. Like, share, subscribe, and give a comment. Okay. Thank you all. Bye. So I am using OBS Studio to do that streamlining. Thank you.